Hello everyone. A very good morning to all my fellow friends. Thank you all for coming for our discussion today. As we know, the three R's, reduce, reuse and recycle, all help to cut down on the amount of waste we throw away. They conserve natural resources, landfill space and energy. Thus, the three R's save land and money communities that is used to dispose of waste in landfills. One of the three R strategies is to reduce. Reducing means making something smaller or to use less, resulting in a smaller amount of waste. So, we are meeting here today to discuss about the best way to reduce. Shall we start?
Yes, please.
Yes, Bhuvish, allow me to share my opinion. First and foremost, we reduce the usage of plastic for the benefit of our environment. Plastic requires quite a long time to biodegrade. This means that they will stay longer on Earth and take up our precious space at disposal area. And the farm front of this issue is the fact that overuse of plastic will cause pollution. The reason for this is because plastic are non-biodegradable. This means that they take 100 or even 1,000 of years to break down. Those plastic waste take up precious space in landfill. As a result, they pollute the environment such as ocean, groundwater, and soil when the chemical compound in the plastic leach through the soil. We may not be able to eliminate them all, but we can reduce the usage of plastic by replacing plastic bag with paper bag or reusable shopping bag. Hence, we will be able to save the environment from being polluted by reducing the usage of plastic.
Yes, I do go along with that. Plastics need to be reduced. Come to think of it, I have realized that plastics and petroleum are related to each other since plastic is derived from petroleum. Therefore, we are able to save the environment by reducing petroleum usage.
What do you mean by that, Wawa?
Well, you see, plastic are made with petrochemical. Additionally, we cannot go anywhere without transportation. So this means that petroleum is one of the most important resources. We can reduce its usage by walking, biking, taking public transportation, and use a lot less of our own vehicles. Hence, when we are able to reduce the amount of transportation, we are also saving the environment from pollution by reducing the release of unwanted and unhealthy gases. Nowadays, technological advancement is the solution to this problem. Car which is require fuel and gasoline are replaced with car batteries, solar power energy, and even hybrid electrical generated power like the Toyota Prius. Hence, pollution can be controlled if petroleum usage is significantly decreased.
I see your point there. But do you think that it's better to reduce electric use? Since its use is extremely high, we may be able to save our money if we conserve the energy well. For instance, we can replace normal light bulb, electric appliance, electronic device with energy efficient one. If it's undeniable that we are using electric for almost every second of our life, we should reduce electric power consumption because of the limit non-renewable resource. In Malaysia, electric is generated for the burning of fossil fuel, whereas in other countries, they are using unlimited resource such as the sun, wind, and tide. Additionally, the burning of fossil fuel will also cause environmental pollution as an illusion, river and seawater are polluted by chemical and polluted air from the release of unfiltered smoke. Therefore, the environment can be saved by reducing electric use.
Sorry to interrupt. That may be true because today we are all addicted to electricity, especially when charging our phones. But from my point of view, trees play the most significant roles in our life. We are unable to live without plants and trees as for they produce us with oxygen. Hence, we must reduce the usage of paper. For example, we must always use both sides of the papers to maximize the usage of it. Furthermore, we are also able to save a lot of cost of reducing papers because we are also reducing the cost for storage, toner, printing, labor, postage, packaging, disposal, and so on.
Okay, that is an interesting idea, but that is not how I see it. We can always grow trees, but we can never grow non-renewable resources. It is true that plastic is made from petroleum, but not entirely of petroleum. It's made out of many other compounds to form a long chain of polymer. Basically, polymer is made out of many chains of monomers. This means that plastic itself has already used great amount of energy and earth resources. To explain this, we have limited amount of resources on earth. Didn't you hear in the news that huge sea life like turtles, whales, and dolphins have washed up ashore and died when the postmortem was done? Tons of plastic have been found in their digestive system. To solve this, one of the things that we can do is that we should boil our drinking water instead of buying bottles of drinking water. It is certainly a fact too that we are using plastic bags everywhere and it is almost uncountable. To add to this point, I think that we are able to make changes if we replace those plastic with paper bags or reusable shopping bags. Therefore, I go along with reducing the usage of plastics. So, how about you, Faisal?
Okay, personally, I do not quite agree with both Wawa and Kuwish. I'm utterly convinced that we should reduce the use of paper. I am saying this because we are now in a world that is rapidly moving in technological advancement. Using less paper and digitalizing all of the data, making our life becoming more efficient and systematic. Hence, our life will be easier even when paper is reduced. Hence, reducing paper usage gives us environmental benefit. My main reason for this is because we can save a lot of trees from being cut down. This provides oxygen to both humans and animals. Therefore, to have more or sufficient oxygen, the number of humans and animals should never overpopulate the amount of plants and trees. Moreover, trees are habitats to certain species of animals. Unknowingly, we are destroying their habitat and thus will lead to the extinction of some endangered species of both flora and fauna. Hence, reducing the usage of paper is very important to save the environment.
Actually, Faisal's opinion is good, but it may not be practical. I strongly believe that we should reduce electrical power consumption. My reason for this is to be able to avoid short circuit occurrence due to high consumption of electrical power. If the current use is less, there will be greater power loss in electrical circuit if the current use is high. In the context, electrical power is lost in the form of heat and light. It might be dangerous as spark might be produced and causes fire.
Now that I have explained it like this, I feel a change of heart. I see eye with all of you, and I have no objection to reducing electricity usage as safety is our main priority too.
Yes, me too. How about you, Shazari?
Okay, after all this long discussion, I also have no objection to reducing electricity usage. SFT is our main priority.
After listening to all the opinions in 6 ways to reduce, I think that we may have to come to a conclusion. To sum up everything, we are unable to make a solid decision as some of us strongly believe that reducing plastic usage is the best way because it will save our unhealthy environment, overcome the draining out of limited resources, and save a lot of cost, while the rest of us think that reducing electricity usage is the wisest choice because it saves our money and also prevents short circuit occurrence. Thanks for a fruitful and stimulating discussion. Till we meet again next time, my dear friends. Thank you all. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.